सफीर पाकिस्तान, आपके जज्बों का तर्जुमान। वतन से दूर, वतन की आवाज और आपकी पहचान। सफीर पाकिस्तान, हर जगह हर पल आपका अपना सफीर पाकिस्तान नजर आता है। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम नाज़रीन, आपका मेज़बान वक़ार अली ख़ान प्रोग्राम सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान के साथ हाज़िर खिदमत है। कहिए कैसे मिजाज है? मुझे उम्मीद है कि आप प्रोग्राम पाबंदी से देख रहे होंगे। सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान, आपकी आवाज़ और आपकी पहचान और राब्तों का एक नाम, ऑफ कोर्स सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान। देखते रहिए, क्योंकि सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान आपकी आवाज़ और आपकी पहचान है। एंड दिस इज़ वन एंड ओनली आइकॉन इन अमेरिका एंड वन एंड ओनली गुड प्लेटफॉर्म फॉर द पाकिस्तानी अमेरिकन्स वॉइसेस। आज के प्रोग्राम में बहुत कुछ शामिल है। एक मुलाकात बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट, आज एक और मुलाकात करा रहे हैं आपसे एंटरप्रेन्योर्स की जिन्होंने बड़ा नाम कमाया मैरीलैंड और वर्जीनिया में, और उनका नाम है जनाब जावेद एम नासिर एंड ही इज़ वन ऑफ द फाउंडर ऑफ बुलिस पिज़्ज़ा। इनके तकरीबन 80 यूनिट है और चेन है ये बहुत बड़ी और बहुत तेज़ी से आगे बढ़ने वाली ये चेन है। और मुझे देखकर उनके यूनिट्स और उनकी फ्रेंचाइज़ मुझे बड़ी खुशी हुई, और उनके पिज़्ज़े का टेस्ट किसी भी पिज़्ज़े से कम नहीं, बल्कि दूसरे पिज़्ज़ों से बेहतर ये इनका पिज़्ज़ा है और इज़ रन बाय द पाकिस्तानी मैनेजमेंट्स। और आज हम आपकी फ़र्दन सबसे मुलाकात कराएंगे, इनके जो पार्टनर हैं उनसे भी आपकी मुलाकात कराएंगे, और आप देखेंगे कि पाकिस्तानी भी अपनी एक पिज़्ज़ा चेन लेकर आ रहे हैं जो बहुत ही तेज़ी से आगे बढ़ रही है। अगर आप चाहते हैं कि आपके शहर में भी बुलिस पिज़्ज़ा लाया जाए और आप उसकी फ्रेंचाइज लेना चाहते हैं तो डेफ़िनेटली आप उनसे ज़रूर रब्ता कायम कीजिए। नाज़रीन, आइए मुलाकात कराते हैं आपकी आज जनाब नासिर जावेद साहब से। मुझे उम्मीद है कि आपको बड़ी खुशी होगी इनसे मुलाकात होगी कि कैसे कैसे पाकिस्तानी कहाँ से आते हैं और इमिग्रेंट होकर आते हैं यहाँ पे और बहुत नाम कमाते हैं, और फिर डेफिनेटली ये वही लोग हैं जो पाकिस्तान की मदद भी करते हैं। तो आइए देखते हैं ये मुलाकात। नाज़रीन अस्सलाम वालेकुम। आज मेरे साथ यूँ तो मैंने काफ़ी इंटरव्यूज़ किए हैं फ्रेंचाइजर्स के, बड़ी बड़ी कंपनीज़ को इंटरव्यूज़ किए हैं, लेकिन आज मैं एक ऐसी कंपनीज़ में मिलने आया हूँ जो उनकी ख़ुद अपना ट्रेडमार्क है, उनकी ख़ुद अपनी क्रिएशन है, ख़ुद उनकी अपनी कंपनी है, वो ख़ुद इन्होंने ये पूरा प्रोजेक्ट क्रिएट किया है पिज़्ज़े का। और ये आप देख रहे हैं बैकग्राउंड में पिज़्ज़ा बुलिस, ये माशाल्लाह इनके 70 स्टोर्स हैं। ये मैरीलैंड वर्जीनिया एरिया में बहुत पॉपुलर हैं। और आज मैंने फ़र्दन सबसे बातचीत की, और अब मैं बात करूँगा जनाब जावेद साहब से, जावेद नासिर साहब जो इज़ वन ऑफ द फाउंडर, एंड जाकिर शाह साहब इज़ वन ऑफ द फाउंडर, और दे आर रनिंग वेरी इंटेलिजेंटली दिस ऑपरेशन। जावेद साहब, प्लीज़ गिव मी योर ओवरव्यू ऑफ योर कंपनी, व्हेन एंड हाउ यू स्टार्टेड एंड व्हाट आर यू वाज वर्किंग एज अ pizza delivery man, or you are mopping the floors, or what you're doing in the pizza store, and why it's got your attraction to have your own franchise?
Back in 1980, I started working. I started working some odd jobs, and then I started working in one of the Italian restaurant. They had 3 restaurants here, very famous, and I worked there for 4.5 years, and then 1985. I started this Pizza Bollies. I bought it with Mr. Shah. We bought that Pizza Bollies, one in Mount Washington. Just one store. That's where we started from.
I see, both.
Yeah, but started from one store. That's where we started from, Mount Washington.
How did it become a very big?
Okay, so then how I started, because I saw the pizza. I worked in a pizza business for 4.5 years, and I liked the business, and I learned it, and then we bought one business back in '85, and that's where we started from.
I see. What's your background actually, Javed sir?
Business. I after finishing my high school, I went to Knight College, and I worked with my father. He was in a business, cloth business. Since I'm from Faisalabad, and we have a, cloth and all that. So I was with him for 4 years before I came to US.
Oh, I see. Since how long you are here? 40 years, 35 years?
35 years. I've been here since
35 years. So
Almost.
you graduated at what?
I did high school and did 4 years college from Pakistan.
Pakistan.
And then I came here. I went to school a little bit, not much, but only took some classes.
Because you are originally a businessman, business in your blood. Your father is a businessman.
Yes.
So ultimately, you want to do some business.
Yes.
Okay. So you decided to start this business, pizza business.
Yes.
Okay. And after getting some experience from other Italian restaurant.
Yes. After 4.5 years working there. Yes.
Tell me the story, okay, how you become so big and spread out all over Virginia and Maryland.
So took the first store. It was took over, or when we made the store, it was very slow. It was actually basically losing money, that store. And then after putting our own recipe, the sauce and pizza sauce, I'm calling, and then adding the subs and other food items and making the food, making sure the dough is quality and the cheese is the good quality cheese, and the blend is, our cheese has 3 different blends in it. So making sure that all these things are good, and then giving time to the store, like how much time? 14 hours a day, basically. Started like 10 o'clock in the morning until 2 o'clock every day, and then sometime on the weekends, like, later, maybe until 4 o'clock in the morning. Making sure the pasta is made right, the marinara sauce is made right, the pizza sauce is right, the dough is right, and then giving the service, making sure the customer expect whatever they expect from a service, giving the service to those customers every day. And slowly the sales start going up from 4,000, 5,000 to 6,000, 8,000, 10,000, 20,000, and there is a time came that we were doing $150,000 sales in 1 month.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So tell me, how many the corporate store and how many the franchise?
So the corporate store we operated until '92, and then after that we started franchising, and we have all our stores are franchised. All of our stores are franchised. Zero corporate stores.
I see. No future plan for making any corporate stores.
If there is any market we need to open, we will. But right now we are focused towards franchising, and we want to make sure our average store sale is to the level where our franchisees are happy, and we are growing that way. Otherwise, we need to, if we have a corporate store, then we need a full operation structure for the corporation stores. All of the people for the corporation, and we don't want to take that route right now.
Oh, I see. What is the cost of one franchise? Let's say somebody interested and had a good experience in food business. So what is take?
We charge $24,000 for the franchise fee, initial franchise fee, beginning franchise fee.
Yes.
I mean, Muhammad can correct me because I don't. He does day-to-day things. $24,000 is a fee, and then there's a training fee up to $7,000. Would we charge the franchisee? Okay. Up to $7,000. It can be $1,000 if somebody is experienced, but if they would have to give more training, we charge by the hour. $20 an hour or $40 an hour, something like this. We charge the person who wants to become a franchisee. And then we train them in one of our stores, and we take tests, and if they pass, and then we put them to the store. Probably at least $200,000, $150,000 to can go as high as $350,000 or $400,000 for one single store.
Depends on the location.
Depends on the location, and depends on if it was an existing restaurant or what was it before. That's what.
The other question is how much a take home of, let's say one franchisee have a store invested $200,000. What is it take home after paying all the expenses?
Like in any business, if someone will put time, and pay attention to their business, average store can make about $8,000 profit a month. Average, I'm talking about the average store, which are doing about, if they're doing about $50,000 sales, they can make $8,000 to $10,000 profit. Because our gross profit, if you go to like 7-Eleven or gas stations, their gross profit is like, only 15%. Where in a pizza end, our gross profit is 75%. 70 to 75% is a GP, gross profit. And then they have some fixed expenses, which is rent or gas electric bills or something, but there is a controllable expenses. So if the franchise is there making sure watching the waste or he's watching his payroll and the stuff, then he can make more money in his for his pocket.
Very good. Are you planning to open a franchise in Pakistan if somebody asks you?
Yes, we have someone showed through our director of operation, our director of franchising, someone show interest for Pakistan, and we are talking to a party. But if there's someone serious and we are secured enough on it because of the laws and the stuff, then we will move into Pakistan.
Yeah, he's my friend. When we came here, and I don't have anybody else, and we was talking to each other, and he was my friend. So I was working also in the pizza store with the Greek people, and he was working also with the Greek people, and we saved the money, and we started, the pizza store from, Falls Road store. We start from there.
Explain in your language and whatever, why the Bullies is the best going to be among other pizzas.
Because we have better product than other people, and also we have subs, we have salad, we have everything.
I see.
Right.
Is it thin pizza
Variety.
or thick pizza? Is it juicy or what? What kind of pizza? Pizza is that different, like a pizza on fire, pizza on wood, pizza on oven. So what kind of pizza you have?
We have just a regular pizza,
Medium crust.
medium crust.
Medium crust.
Yeah.
This is a crust that we started from back in '85, and the same crust we have.
Same crust we have. Still we have same crust.
I see. So you have a veggie pizza.
We have veggie pizza, we have deluxe pizza, we have
And the deluxe pizza is.
deluxe is have everything on it, all the vegetable and all the meat.
And the meat. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the opinion of the public, the customer who come to your store? What
Yeah.
do they say?
People they like our sauce, and we have cheese. We have 3 blended cheese, provolone and cheddar and mozzarella, and people they like that. And also our sauce is very better than other companies, and we have fresh dough, and we have also beef product we are using. We're not using the pork product anything. So people they like that.
Do you have any plan to do the joint venture with the Shell gas station or Argo gas station or other gas station, putting pizza on the counter like Subway doing, the other places they're doing it? Do you have any plan like that?
Yeah, if we don't have any store over there, and if anybody want to open pizza, shop in the gas station, we will.
What is the area wise, how far you allow? Let's say one pizza shop is here and after 1 mile there's one pizza shop, same Bullies.
We have 2 mile radius. 2 mile radius. That's yeah. we have.
Radius. Okay. Do you have any plan to go out straight from Maryland and Virginia to go
Yeah.
Orlando, California?
Yeah, if anybody interested, and we will. But we are opening a surrounding area right now. We are opening
But
in.
you can go if somebody be interested
Yeah.
to expand this franchise in
Yes.
Houston or Orlando or Florida or California, another state.
But let me add something here.
Yeah.
What is we just don't want to open stores. We want to make sure the stores are successful as well. We want to make sure that people that come for training that they will give their time to the store, because this kind of business needs time. Like I gave that time when I started that business. So they can give their time, and they know that they have to be hands-on people in the beginning at least, to make sure the business is from ground up. If they are not, then we will not qualify the person. Just an investor, we will not take it. Doesn't matter if someone comes in with $5 million. As long as they are hands-on, yes, that's what we are looking for.
Do you allow the rental property, or they have to have a own store?
Rent doesn't matter as long as there is a good location. Once someone shows interest for franchise, let's say the area, for example, let's say Herndon, Virginia, for example, they will sign a franchise agreement with us, and then they will have 6 months to find a location. Once they find a location, it has to be approved by us. We will go and check the location, and then if the location is good, then we'll say, okay, we'll open a store there.
Nice. Okay, excellent. Do you finance or provide financial support through your bankers if somebody has a good credit and has a good reputation?
Of course, we will, the bankers or the creditor, the banks we know, or the loan companies, we will give them their name. Generally, if someone wants to open a franchise business, it is easier to get a loan, especially a franchise business which has a almost 30 years background, the history. Then it's easier to get a loan than just opening a mom and pop shop.
It's a completely two people own 100% business.
Right. Yes, it is.
No other partners.
This business, Prosperity System, yes, I own and he owns, yes.
I see. When you're planning to go public?
Public, not yet. Right, not yet. We are right now in a pace.
You have a plan?
Yes, of course. We'll keep it in a plan, but right now we are in a pace of opening stores. Muhammad Al Sanabani, who you talked to, is a great help. He is handling a lot of stuff, and I'm grateful, and I'm very happy that we have a team of people. They care from their heart, from Jason, Marula, everybody, and they work hard. Every single person, and they invest their time, and they think this is their own business. That's what it is, and everybody is much younger, and they're involved, and results are showing.
Yeah. So, Janab, ye the Javed Saab, or you have seen a story as Javed Anwar, who really donated 1 crore to the IDI, and he's an oil tycoon. He's from Pakistan, Karachi especially, and is another Javed Saab, another good story, and another good person, really earning name from his Faisalabad here in heart of the Washington DC, and Mr. Zakir Shah is from Kashmir. And both together, and in business marriage is very important to understand each other, make a decision, and to grow the business. I'm really thankful to the Mr. Safi to bring me over here, and thank you very much, Mr. Javed and Mr. Zakir Shah Saab. You provide me a opportunity to Safir Pakistan Jio TV.
They're right there. We deliver to actually U.S. Congress also, as well. And in the cards, actually going to the speaker's place.
Let me ask you one, maybe a tip for you. Do you provide frozen pizza to the major food stores? Do you have any future plan?
We have plans, but not right now. Not right now. We have tested. We were looking into it. We need to make sure the crust, since we make a fresh dough daily here and we deliver, sauce is packed once a year. Sauce is not the matter, but we want to make sure our crust and the sauce and the results are what we deliver, what it is right now as a fresh pizza. It should be same. So unless we find the same kind of combination, sauce we know we have it because it's packed from California, from fresh tomatoes, and it's packed once a year, and then we use it in a cans. Every store use that. But the dough quality, we will need to make sure it's the same. Then we can be able to make the same type of pizza. Anyone here in America or in Pakistan or anywhere in the world, my message is this: when you come or you do anything, you want to make sure you excel in it. You do with the passion. Even you sweep floors, you do with the passion. That's what I learned. And then you stay and give a time to the things, to your business, to your stuff, and you will succeed. That's what my message is to everybody, whoever is here or about.
Yeah, I want to tell everybody who work hard, he will be successful in the business. And we say if anybody want to open the Pizza Boli in United States, he can approach us here, and he can open the business and get the training and everything.
Basab, since how long you are working with this organization?
Since 1990, 24
Why did you
years.
join it?
I was looking for a management opportunity in some big organization or like food business, since I have the background at that time when I was looking for a job. And then I came Baltimore and met with Mr. Javed Nasir and Syed Shah, and their personality and their achievement impressed me, and I joined the team.
So how do you see the growth while you're working with this company, and why is it growing up so big, mashallah? What is
Yeah.
the reason?
MashaAllah, we have a very unique product, and Mr. Javed Nasir, looking over the day-to-day operations since I joined the company, and he never sacrificed on the quality of the product, and we are still using the best quality and best ingredients.
I see. So, mashallah, your job is now as what?
I'm working on a position of a director of franchise development and helping in almost all the other departments of the company.
Good afternoon. My name is Jason Carver, the Director of Operations at Pizza Boli's.
Tell me about the bullies. Why you joined the bullies?
I've always worked in the food industry, and my prior career was in sales, food sales, and I developed a relationship with Pizza Boli's, some of the products that they use. Saw an opportunity to help out with some of the purchasing and some of my past expertise.
I see. What do you do at Truly, the operation director?
Work with the day-to-day customer relations as well as relationships between the stores and the corporate office, and look over the pricing and distribution of all products.
I am Marula Gianeros, the Director of Marketing for Pizza Boli's.
Okay. Since how long you are working with the bullies?
Since June 2013, so very fresh. In regards to marketing, I do a little bit of everything depending on what day and what season it is. I head the corporate marketing in regards to design and promotion, which channels we are promoting through, whether it be television or radio, billboards, any newsprint that we will do or any print advertising within coupons. I'll coordinate that with our designer and send it to the appropriate person. But then also at a local level, providing assistance for the local franchisees in the stores in regards to decision making for how they should be advertising or what their flyers should be looking like and what coupons they should be working on. I also coordinate the social media, so our Facebook and our Twitter and any press releases we put out, and assisting with grand openings and making sure that the right people are at those positions, or any community giving back that we do, any fundraising that we do, or any charity help that we provide, whether it's donating food or donating money to sponsor the event. I help coordinate and decide those, but then also I tend to be at the event and take pictures and making sure our entire following knows what we're doing.
I am actually one of the area manager for the company.
So you go and visit store to store, you go every store.
Yes.
So what do you do when you go to the store?
Pretty much we work as a team. Marula works really hard. Jason, whatever operationally, I make
You
sure.
work as the auditor of the store? You
Pretty
check
much
everything?
inspection, compliance of, and if they need help on marketing, sales, we all work together to get their sales improved.
So why did you join this company?
It's
What's the reason?
ever since I came to this country, this company has given me a lot. I worked for this company almost 18 years. So I saw an opportunity, I took it, and it's been great.
My name is Ahmed Noman Ali, and I'm one of the district managers here.
So how many stores you look after? And what is your region or what your area?
I look after around 25 stores, starting from all the way North Maryland to DC.
Okay. Is this pizza is a home delivery also?
Yes, that's our main business.
Direct sale on the store, or you are major in home delivery?
We are major in the home delivery, but yes, we do have the carry out.
Okay. So, who are the franchisee? I mean, most is the Asian community or Caucasian or.
As a franchisees, we have everybody. I mean, it's not limited to just one community. We have every nationality as franchisee.
Okay. So your company Pizza Bullies is only limited to the Maryland, Virginia, or Washington, or you are expanding?
We are expanding. Right now, we are stepping in Pennsylvania, and very soon we plan to step in different states as well.
My name is Sayyid Zulfikar, and I work as an operational manager for different stores for Pizza Bullies.
So what exactly do you do? What's your duties?
Well, my jobs are mostly as a pizza maker to dispatcher. I do everything in the store. I go there, I train people, and I train the new franchisees, new store owners. And they send me to different stores. If the sales are down, I check the sales and see what the problem is. And then we work as a team, and then we fix those problems.
What are the major problems occurred in the pizza business?
Well, it's usually there's not a big problem when it comes to a teamwork. We always fix those problems within weeks. Well, if there is any problem that we have to face is the new franchisee who doesn't know about the pizza business, so we have to train him from the scratch. And other than that, there's no issues that we cannot fix it.
What is the main ingredient of the Pizza Bully that's so popular and expanding rapidly?
We have our own unique cheese, unique sauce, and we have a fresh dough that's delivered to the store. We always, Mr. John and Mr. Saki, always stress the quality of the food. So we always make sure that our pizza is in the top. And there's a lot of things that attract people to our pizza. The taste. Also, there is no pork items. I mean, Mr. Javed Nasser, Mr. Saeed Shah made sure that we have all beef items from a religious perspective, but also Americans likes it because there is a lot of them don't like to eat pork items. So it worked both way better.
Okay, so it's not a halal, it's a regular pizza.
It's not a halal. We have a lot of items that's halal. We have the chicken wings, cheese steak meat, and there is several other items that's halal, but it's not fully. We're moving toward that direction. But at this point, we have many items that's halal.
So what is your experience working with these two founders?
I learned a lot from them. I give full credit to both of them, mainly to Mr. Javed Nasser. I was a young guy when I joined the company, and he took me under his wing, and I've been start as an accountant, then controller, then got to be the vice president right now.
Tell me any incident or any good experience, whatever with both guys.
Always supportive. I mean, I joined the company after I finished my bachelor degree. When I went for my master degree, I spoke with Mr. John and Mr. Saki, and they were able to approve like me going to school and working as a part-time. Also, second incident, when I was going for my CPA, Certified Public Accountant, I had to work as a part-time. They approved that, and they've been very cooperative with me, and we've been as a family here.
नाज़रीन, तो अब वक्त हुआ आपके मशहूर सेगमेंट लोकल ग्लोबल। नाज़रीन, आज के लोकल ग्लोबल में बहुत कुछ शामिल है। एक मुलाकात अनीर अली से और एक मुलाकात जनाब उमर से। अनीर अली जो है वो असम्बली के लिए डिस्ट्रिक्ट 74 से इलेक्शन कंटेस्ट कर रही हैं। ये अरवाइन का इलाका है और मैं समझता हूँ कि इनके वालिद मोहतरम भी काफ़ी अच्छी पोजीशन में रहे हैं और काफ़ी उन्होंने हुकूमती इदारों को सर्व किया है। और अनीर अली भी काफ़ी अरसे से अच्छे काम कर रही हैं, कम्युनिटी लेवल पे भी, पॉलिटिकल लेवल पे। इसके अलावा उमर जो है वो एसएसएल के लिए कंटेस्ट कर रहे हैं। एलए काउंटी बहुत बड़ी काउंटी है, अगर ये कामयाब हो जाते हैं तो एक बहुत बड़ी कामयाबी होगी पाकिस्तानी अमेरिकन की इन कैलिफोर्निया। तो वो भी आज रिपोर्ट शामिल है। इसके अलावा ऑफकोर्स ह्यूस्टन में TCF का एक शानदार फंक्शन हुआ जहाँ पे $1.3 मिलियन रेज़ किया गया। क्रेडिट जाता है जनाब अब्दुल्ला जाफरी साहब को। अब्दुल्ला जाफरी से मेरे ताल्लुकात आज के नहीं हैं, साल के हैं। नाज़रीन, बहुत मेहनती आदमी है, बहुत ही क्रिएटिव आदमी है और मैं समझता हूँ कि उनकी ज़ेर सरपरस्ती इतना बड़ा फंड होना बहुत बड़ा कारनामा है। और मुबारकबाद देता हूँ ह्यूस्टन की कम्युनिटी को जिन्होंने आगे बढ़ चढ़कर उनकी मदद की। इसके अलावा खुसूसी तौर पे आई सैल्यूट मिस्टर जावेद अनवर साहब कि उन्होंने सबसे बड़ा इसमें चंदा दिया। तो ये तीनों रिपोर्ट आज के प्रोग्राम में शामिल हैं। आइए देखते हैं लोकल ग्लोबल।
मेज़बान बिरयानी सेंटर, जायकेदार, मज़ेदार, खुशबूदार, 100% ज़बिया हलाल मुगलाई खाने, हैदराबादी और पाकिस्तानी खानों का वाहिद मरकज। पार्टी और कैटरिंग के माहिर, साल का तजुर्बा और आला खिदमत के साथ बेमिसाल मेज़बान।
Come to Mezban and eat halal food.
We're going to start off this evening with a dua that will be recited by Mr. Harun Rashid.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله وتلك الأمثال نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفكرون. صدق الله العظيم.
And Tina will be saying the Pledge of Allegiance. So.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, Mr. Ali Sajjad.
I'm truly thankful to you to be here tonight and support Anila for her fundraiser. So give yourself a hand. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you a little bit about, how we should support Anila and really why we should support Anila. And I'll be very straightforward and to the point, in fact. I say this, and I've said this many times, that we should support Anila in 4 major ways. First, and of course, the first and foremost is prayers. We should always continue to pray for her elections. Number 2, I always say that, we have about close to, 200 people in this room. We can always go and volunteer for her. Third way you can help her, which is very important, if you live in her district comprises of 5 cities. So if you live in her district, please go and vote. The fourth and the foremost important thing is we're here to support her financially.
I thought it's a good time to share with you one of Anila's achievements in the community. In 2011, Anila Ali took the initiative on the advice of Chief Michael Downing from LAPD to hold a conference of American Muslim women. The main goal was to engage Muslim women in community relations and help them help increase their participation in civic affairs. In short duration of 3 years under Anila's leadership, MVAC have extensively engaged in community outreach, working with organizations like Sahara, Access California, working with federal agencies, State Department, and White House. The MVAC team, the host committee, for taking the initiative, for their hard work, for organizing the fundraisers, for being there for Anila and supporting Anila.
She helped put together this event and she does it so calmly. She is an entrepreneur, she's a businesswoman, and she's somebody that I actually look up to as a role model in so many different ways. So Nikki, if you could come up and...
When we started this fundraiser, we had a lot of resistance. And nobody knew what Anila does. And if I tell you what she does, I mean, it's great work she does. When I met her at the first American Muslim Women Conference, I'm going to support Anila even more and more and more. We want Anila in Sacramento, and I'm going to see her next year in my conference over there.
नाज़रीन, आज मेरी मुलाकात यहाँ पे अनीला अली से हो रही है और ये एक बड़ी गुड मोमेंट है मेरे लिए, बड़ा यानी कि इज़ अ वेरी गुड मोमेंट बिकॉज शी यूज्ड टू बी द होस्ट ऑफ द सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान लॉन्ग टाइम अगो. So that's a very, kind of very emotional for me. Now she is entering the political arena, and today we're going to talk about her position, little her background, introduce herself, what she's doing, and how many positions she's holding as a community leader.
Thank you for having me, Safira Pakistan. I am running for Assembly District 74, which includes the cities of Irvine, Huntington Beach, Newport Beach, Laguna Beach, Costa Mesa, and it is 6 cities with a population of 497,000 people. In the biggest city, which is my city of residence, Irvine, we have about 259,000 people. And it's a very, very diverse district. That means we have all cultures. And I'm happy to say that I'm also an appointed member. I'm a commissioner at the city of Irvine for Irvine Youth and Families Commission. I have done a lot of interfaith work, and for that I have also joined the University of California Irvine's initiative, which is called the Olive Tree Initiative. It is an award-winning initiative that has been working with kids from different faiths and doing experiential learning on different conflicts in the world. It was just nominated and awarded by President Obama and invited to the White House to be at the table to formulate policy for the Middle East. So I'm doing that. But aside from that, I'm also the president of the American Muslim Women's Association Empowerment Council. And I'm also the founder of the Irvine Pakistani Parents Association. So this is my background in community service. I have been engaged with the community for a long time, but I can tell you that my activism began with September 11th. And that's when I realized that people from Asia, people who are immigrants and new immigrants and minorities, need to get engaged in their communities, go out there and enhance the image of South Asians. And that's what I set out to do a long time ago. And it's just in November that I realized I was actually looking at my grandmother's books, and my grandmother 70 years ago in India became the first assemblywoman in Hyderabad Dakkan Congress, and she was the first Muslim woman to actually become an assemblywoman in India 70 years ago. So if she could break the glass ceiling 70 years ago, inshallah, I can do that today and represent all of the communities that I live with. In my campaign, I'm facing 2 Tea Party opponents, and you must have heard that the Koch brothers are sending lots and lots of money. Now, the moment they saw that I'm a Muslim candidate, Pakistani woman, and I'm a teacher, I'm an educator, and I have the potential to win, they doubled their campaign finance. And all of my opponents started fundraising and going to businesses and getting more money. So the only thing that holds me back from the Republicans is the money. And I would ask you to donate. Go to anilaali.com and donate whatever you can.
And you are a Democratic candidate.
Yes, and I have been endorsed by the California Democratic Party. I'm the only endorsed candidate for this race, and that's why you can see the Republicans are after me, because they're going to be splitting the vote, but I will hopefully get all the Democrats out to vote, and anyone can vote. Independents, Democrats, get out and vote for me on June 3rd.
नाज़रीन, आज हमारे स्टूडियो में हैं जनाब उमर हारून साहब, और ये वेरी यंग एंटरप्रेन्योर, एंड मैं समझता हूँ कि जैसे कि आपने बताया कि हमारे यहाँ माशाल्लाह ये रीत पड़ चुकी है कि हमारे लोग भी अब इलेक्शन में आ रहे हैं, जीत रहे हैं. जैसे कि अली ताज ने इलेक्शन जीता है आर्टिजिया में, Nahid become a councilman, he going to be mayor soon as well, and of course Anila Ali is coming in assembly election. Now Mr. Omar Haroon is for LA County Assessor. So tell us about what's your plan, what's your agenda, and where you are standing right now.
Okay. Well, out of the 13 candidates that are running for office, in fundraising, I'm in number 2. So we have a primary race in June 3rd. And what's happening with the assessor's office is there's 88 cities in LA County. And so anyone in the 88 cities can actually vote. for county assessor. And it's a tax roll of $1.1 trillion. And it's something that's a very technical position. It's something that it takes someone who's qualified, who understands the work, to be able to do. My most important qualification for the job is the fact that I'm a deputy assessor, that I actually work at the assessor's office, that I have the support from my colleagues at the office. Clearly, I think I have the most support within the office. I have an engineering degree, worked in construction management, and I've also worked as a financial advisor. So I understand real estate, I understand money and finance, and with my engineering degree, I have a technical background. But again, most importantly, I actually understand the office, and I have the support of my colleagues. Well, for our community, this is really a big moment because it's the first time that someone who's South Asian, Pakistani, or Muslim who's run for a county-wide office and has an excellent chance of winning. I've been mentioned a number of times in the LA Times in the past week. I've gotten a lot of attention. And what I really need is, most importantly, because any election involves money. And so I need actually to do fundraising because I've actually given the maximum of my own personal money that I can contribute to the race. And certainly, close friends and family have given the maximum contribution. But really anything would help, $10, $15, $100. And that's something that they could go to my website, omarharoon.com, OMARHAROON.com, and there's a link to donate via PayPal. And this money will go for mailings, it'll go for signage. I definitely need people to make sure they're registered to vote in LA County. Any of the 88 cities, all the way from Claremont, Diamond Bar to Calabasas, Topanga, in the west, Lancaster, Palmdale in the north, and all the way south to Long Beach, Gardena. So very, very big area, largest county in the United States. But if everyone can just make sure they go to lavote.net, register to vote, and inshallah, I hope on June 3rd they'll remember to go out and vote.
Excellent. So here I'm endorsing him on behalf of the Pakistan American Chamber of Commerce, Safir Pakistan program, really. And if anybody wants to support and looking for that our community to come on the top in the politics, as we always talk in events, in mosques, in Imam Barga, we have our own people to be in the politics. So here is an example in front of you. Please come forward, support him by financially, by your vote, about your voice, getting voice out. And this is a very important position in LA County, in 88 cities. And guess what? If we become an assessor, the Pakistan is going to be an assessor office. So that is very important. Thank you very much. And thank you very much, Mr. Omar.
Thank you so much, Wakar. I really appreciate it.
अमेरिका में आबाद पाकिस्तानी पाकिस्तान को खुशहाल और तरक्की याफ्ता देखना चाहते हैं। यूँ तो उन्होंने वतन को खैरबाद कह दिया है, लेकिन वतन की मोहब्बत और दर्द इनके दिल से ना जा सका और हर पल वतन अजीज़ का ख्याल रहता है। और वतन से कोई भी रिफाई अदारा आता है और वो वतन के लिए तालीमी मैदान में, सेहत के मैदान में या फिर गरीब और नादार तलबा के लिए अमेरिका से अपील करते हैं, तो पाकिस्तानी उस अदारे को दिल खोल कर मदद करते हैं। इसी किस्म की एक तकरीब ह्यूस्टन में हुई, जिसके रुए रवा थे जनाब अब्दुल्ला जाफरी, जिन्होंने दिन रात की मेहनत से लोगों को जमा किया और वतन में कायम अदारा TCF सिटीज़न फाउंडेशन, जो पाकिस्तान में नादार और गरीबों के लिए स्कूल कायम करता है, इमदाद की अपील की ताकि उन गरीब और नादार तलबा को तालीमी मैदान में मदद की जा सके, ताकि वो तालीम हासिल करके मुल्क का अहम हिस्सा बन सकें। इस मौके पे वहाँ के मुमताज़ ताजिर जनाब S. जावेद अनवर ने खिताब करते हुए कहा,
So today, after getting my education, I worked hard. And if I didn't have that education, I would not have achieved what I have achieved. I've been blessed by God. I just don't want to brag about myself, but I am very well off. And this is because of education. If people in Pakistan, 50% are not educated, what a great organization. I'm so glad that I'm here. What a noble cause. I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, do whatever you can do to educate people in Pakistan. I mean, any kind of charity is good, but education is very important. If you want to get our people to be educated and to be move in the, success comes from education. Please help TCF out. What a noble cause. What a great day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really proud to be here. And on behalf of my family and me, I like Mr. Abdullah Jafri. Please come here. I'm going to give a pledge of $100,000 on behalf of my family.
इस मौके पे जावेद अनवर साहब ने अपनी जेब खास और अपने खानदान की जानिब से TCF फाउंडेशन को 1 करोड़ रुपए का खतीर चंदा दिया और कहा कि मैं पाकिस्तान में तालीम की ज़रूरत का महसूस करता हूँ और मैं चाहता हूँ कि पाकिस्तान तालीमी मैदान में भी आगे बढ़े और तरक्की की मनाजिल तय करे। तकरीर में पाकिस्तानियों की एक बहुत बड़ी तादाद ने शिरकत की। हमारे नुमाइंदे जनाब सईद शेख ने बताया कि प्रोग्राम में $1.3 मिलियन का चंदा जमा हुआ, जो एक तारीखी अमर है और इतना बड़ा चंदा कभी पहले जमा नहीं हुआ।
मेज़बान बिरयानी सेंटर, जायकेदार, मज़ेदार, खुशबूदार 100% ज़बिया हलाल मुगलाई खाने, हैदराबादी और पाकिस्तानी खानों का वाहिद मरकज। पार्टी और कैटरिंग के माहिर, साल का तजुर्बा और आला खिदमत के साथ बेमिसाल मेज़बान।
Come to Mezban and eat halal food.
Kandahar Afghan and Arabian restaurant, a fine dining Mediterranean cuisine with a large variety of mouth-watering delicacies suiting your taste and mood, including chicken, lamb, fish platters, combo platters, fresh and juicy sizzling gyros, and kids menu. Best in New Jersey, the first one on Oak Tree Road. Sharmar Group of Restaurants. For detail, please contact Kandahar Afghan and Arabian restaurant, Oak Tree Road, Islin, New Jersey, 732-283-0900.
नाज़रीन, इसके साथ ही आपका मेज़बान वक़ार अली ख़ान आपसे इजाज़त चाहेगा, लेकिन जाने से पहले 2-3 अल्फाज। नाज़रीन, ऐसा लगता है कि पाकिस्तान में सहाफ़त बहुत सस्ती हो गई है। ऐसा लग रहा था कि लोग इंतज़ार में बैठे थे। आपको पता है ना, जैसे कि एक इंसान किसी के गिरने और किसी को कमज़ोर होने का इंतज़ार करते हैं ताकि वो उस पर अटैक करें, और यही हालत जियो के साथ हो रही है। वो लोग भूल गए कि जियो ने कितने बड़े बड़े काम किए, हर प्लेटफॉर्म पे काम किया। और आज मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा, आपसे बताना चाहूँगा कि जंग ग्रुप ऑफ इंडस्ट्रीज़ से निकले हुए फारिगुल तहसील लोग पाकिस्तान के हर चैनल में काम कर रहे हैं, दुनिया के बड़े बड़े अदारों में अपनी खिदमत अंजाम दे रहे हैं। जंग ग्रुप इज़ ए इंस्टीट्यूशन। वहाँ के फारिगुल तहसील पूरी दुनिया में फैले हुए हैं। ये एक ऐसी इमारत है कि इसको आप आसानी से गिरा नहीं सकते। ठीक है, गलतियाँ इंसान से होती हैं, सहाफ़त में मिस्टेक्स होती हैं, फ्रेंडली फायर भी होते हैं, जहाज़ गिर जाते हैं, लेकिन उसकी तलाफ़ी भी होती है। इससे पहले कि लोग जलती आग पर तेल डालें, उनको चाहिए कि उस आग को बुझाएं। और ये मामला जियो का और ISI का है, फ़ौज का है। उनको संभालने दें, वापस में मिल के संभाल लेंगे, एक दूसरे से तलाफ़ी भी कर लेंगे, दोस्ती भी हो जाएगी। और डेफिनेटली हमारी फ़ौज हमारे लिए सब कुछ है। ISI दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी तंजीम है, बहुत ही आला किस्म की इंटेलिजेंस है। लेकिन मैं समझता हूँ कि अब वक्त आ गया है कि हमें मिलजुल के रहना चाहिए। तमाम सहाफ़ती बिरादरी को हमेशा एक साथ रहना चाहिए। जियो को भी दूसरे चैनल का ख्याल रखना चाहिए, और अब जो दूसरे चैनल हैं उनको भी थोड़ा हाथ हल्का रखना चाहिए। ऐसा ना हो कि वो अपने अपने टॉक शोज़ को जियो के लिए मक्तल गाह बना दें। नाज़रीन, इसके साथ ही आपका मेज़बान वक़ार अली ख़ान आपसे इजाज़त चाहेगा। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़। पाकिस्तान पाइंदाबाद।